Welcome back everybody, Matt the Bat here, hope you're doing well. And today is the 10th, that's right, the 10th, 10th anniversary of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Wow, this is 10 years already. Oh boy. This was the second Captain America movie following Captain America, the First Avenger, back in 2011. This was 2 years after the first Avengers film. This is in phase 2 of the MCU, and this is by far one of the best MCU movies. If not, actually, this might actually be my favorite MCU movie. What they did with this film was unbelievable. Not only do you have some of the best, and I might even say it, the best action scenes in any Marvel movie. The hand-to-hand combat was, you can go from the beginning on the cruise ship, on the tanker, with Captain America, Black Widow. You can then go to the scene with Nick Fury on the highway, getting attacked by the cops, and then the Winter Soldier. You can go to the scene of the Winter Soldier and Captain America fighting, and Black Widow and Sam Wilson on the highway. And then the whole ending. This movie easily has some of the best action scenes in any Marvel film. And guess what? It's all practical. There's no CGI. If there is, very little, like with Sam Wilson flying. But it's practical, hand-to-hand, visceral, and it's just intense. It's great action scenes. Like I said, we get the introduction of Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, the Falcon, in this movie. He's obviously was a great addition to the MCU, and is going to continue in the MCU in Captain America 4, coming out next year. You also have Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, having probably the biggest role she's had in an MCU movie at this time. She does a great job. She also has a lot of moments that, lets her develop as a character. Obviously, you can't deny the chemistry between Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson. They've been together apparently ever since the Disney Channel days. They were on there, and then they did that movie, The Perfect Score, which I saw back in 2004, 2005. Then they did another romantic comedy, The Nanny Diaries or The Nanny or something, where Chris Evans and her were in that movie. And you can definitely see they have a great chemistry on screen together. And it worked in here. Then you can't deny the great villains. Like I said, the Winter Soldier. He was a presence, menacing, scary at times. Sebastian Stan did a great job. Also, you can't deny that relationship between Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes that was developed in the first Avenger. Great, and it carried over here, especially in that third act when they're fighting. Then you got the great Robert Redford coming in to play the villain, Alexander Pierce. And he was great in the movie. This movie is also serious and dark. When you go back and watch this movie, you might forget how dark this movie is. It's violent. There's a lot of violence in this movie. And they don't cut away. They have people getting shot. Like the maid for Alexander Pierce. He shoots her, right in his own house. And they don't cut away. They show that. People getting thrown into the helicarrier and getting torn up. They show that. This movie is very violent. And I think the MCU has lost that. Like when people say now that the MCU has lost their magic, this is what they're talking about. This movie is one of the best for a reason. Yes, it has some humor in there, but it's not jokey, it's not goofy. It works, and it's not too much of it. There's just enough. For the most part, this is a serious political thriller, and it works. You also got some great emotional moments, great, quieter moments. Whether it's how they open the movie with Sam Wilson running and Captain America chasing him, running past him, on your left, on your left. Became a great moment. And then you have the scene with Peggy Carter in the nursing home, forgetting her memory. That was a sad moment, but a great moment. Or Sam Wilson in the rehab, or whatever it's called, for veterans. That's a great moment. Like I said, we have these great moments, these little moments that work. Then another thing, you got some great humor. On your left was hilarious. You got the scene later where when Black Widow's like, I'm here to pick up a fossil to take to the Smithsonian, or whatever. Oh yeah, and the Smithsonian said they're missing a fossil, aka Captain America. Great funny moment. Or the scene where they kiss and they're in the car. Was that the first time you ever kissed a girl? Or the back and forth throughout the movie of, what about that girl? Why don't you go out with that girl? Why don't you go out with that girl? That was a running thing throughout the film. It all works. It's funny, but it's not over the top. It's not too much. The only scene in this entire movie that I feel like slowed the movie down was when Captain America, Steve Rogers, and Natasha, Black Widow, go to New Jersey in that underground bunker with Zola, the German assistant to the Red Skull from the first movie. That's the only time that the movie I felt slowed down, and I don't think there was a point to that, trying to stall Steve Rogers and Black Widow. But that's the only time I think they could have made that scene a little shorter. Other than that, this is a great movie, great action scenes, great serious moments, great new characters like Alexander Pierce, Sam Wilson, more from Black Widow to do. Even Nick Fury has more to do in this movie than any other movie. Just a great introduction to the Winter Soldier and bringing that story from the comics to the big screen. Great. I remember going to see this. My friend Reese had an early screening of it, like a week before the movie was coming out, down in Atlantic Station in Atlanta. And we went, I think it was like on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. And we went and saw it early, like a week early. And it was an awesome experience. And yeah, this is easily one of my favorites in the MCU. It also once again solidified Chris Evans as a great Captain America, Steve Rogers. So, on the 10th anniversary of Captain America the Winter Soldier, have you watched it lately? Is this one of your favorite MCU movies? Like I said, they really don't make, the MCU does not make them like this anymore. And I think they need to get back to that. Now let me know in the comments below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. I want to know your thoughts. Are you a fan of Captain America the Winter Soldier? Are you going to watch it on its 10th anniversary? Let me know in the comments below. Matt in the back.